Okay, do you know what work to rule is? Do you have an understanding of what we mean by working to rule? It's really pretty simple. You follow all the rules. You just follow the rules to the letter. Everything in the process control instructions. You don't cut any corners. And you stop giving away your knowledge for free. We have outsourced all decision making to the boss. The bosses like the boss, so give them a lot of bossing to do. If you do that, what's going to happen? Are things going to run smoothly? You see, one day we were standing around, the machine stopped, and we got this problem, everybody's going, I don't know. And the boss he's stuck. He's got to come up with something. He's the knowledge worker, right? He's the one that's got to have the answer. So he said, well, maybe you should tighten that nut tighter. Oh, we tightened his nuts tighter. We broke the bolt. Well, then we had to send somebody back to the crib for another bolt. But one guy turned down the overtime. Just one. It doesn't take everybody to work to rule. I'm not asking everybody to turn down all overtime. Some, and strategically. One guy in the crib turned down the overtime. The other two guys were so overwhelmed by the amount of work that was left them because there wasn't anybody there to take his place. They were busy. So there was nobody at the window. So here comes the machine repairman just looking for a simple, bolt. There's nobody there. And we're down again. This is the way you work strategically. You don't need everybody. Talking about robots. I got a robot. And it says right on there, there's a little plaque that said, you can enter this area where the robot is, just turn off the power, and you can open up the, where it's blocked off, it's protected, and you can enter. Well, I questioned that. I said, prove it to me. Show me the schematic. Well, they didn't have it. They didn't have the schematic that proved to me that power was indeed off and that robot wouldn't go off when I had my head in there. So I had the engineer out there. I had an electrical engineer, and I opened the door. I said, put your head in there. And I put my hand on the start button. Said, go on, put your head in there. You're confident that this won't go off, right? And he stood back there and he put his head in I said, come on, put your head in there. He wouldn't do it. Well, I'm not going in there anymore. That's it. Until you put a lockout on there. Well, you know what happens when you lock something out. You're down for hours. You stop a robot, you get it out of sync, it's down. Now, they don't want to do that. But I keep calling them out. I get health and safety, I get the shift administrator, I get the engineers. This small dog can jerk a lot of chain. I'm not doing anything wrong. I'm following safety procedures. I'm demanding that they go by the book that they wrote. And if I go back to work and it's not there this time, I'm calling OSHA. I got the number on my cell phone. I've got the Department of Labor on my cell phone too, in case they want to threaten me.